But on this question of I'm trying to get the tone, I suppose, the mood of your music. Seems to me, and I may be wrong, but it seems to me there is more of a brightness, an openness maybe, to your modern contemporary music making than there was in some of your past music making, which was quite dark and introspective. And we've talked already about relationships between men and women, but a lot of your earlier music seemed to be either about or driven by the damage done to women.
Yes.
Is that fair?
I think now there's more empowerment in the work, and I think there's a broader spectrum because it's been many years. I'm a mom now, and that's affected how I see the world. In the early years, the songs might be, you could say, coming from a place of trying to find my voice, and many, many years later, there are different challenges, yes, but I'd say that there are more colors now than there were then.
But, and I talked at the beginning about your loyal fans. It seems many of your fans, and I think it's fair to say a large number of them are female, they are drawn to you because you seem to encapsulate experiences that they've had, either being trapped in difficult relationships, a sense of powerlessness, of pain. Do they come to you and sort of open up to you in that way?
Oh yeah, I get a lot of letters from women all over the world, and have for years. And maybe it's because I think the songs, they know that the songs are personal. They sense that. And I think that a lot of times people hide their lives inside their heart. They go to work and they don't want everybody to know that maybe they're in a relationship that's emotionally abusive, or that...
Well, honesty's not easy, is it?
No, because if you open up about your life, say at work, then people can think that you're weak or that you're not able to handle certain situations.
You've been open that you were sexually assaulted in a very brutal way when you were a young woman. And that seemed directly related to one of the songs which many people sort of remember you for, Me and a Gun. And if you would look at this now, we found a recording from 1992 in the BBC archive of you singing Me and a Gun. Let's watch this.
5 a.m. Friday morning, Thursday night, far from sleep. I'm still up and driving, can't go home, obviously. So I'll just change direction, 'cause they'll soon know where I live. And I wanna live, got a full tank and some chips. Was me and a gun and a man on my back, and I sang Holy, holy, as he buttoned down his pants.
17 years on, how does it feel watching that now?
Well, there's a rawness to that and an anger there. I'm a very different person. Maybe because I was able to sing that and express that. But now being a mom and having worked through a lot of the trauma, I'm in a different place, but I can see the pain there.
Well, it's almost hard to watch. It's so raw and intense. And after recording that song, you made a point of working with other women who'd suffered sexual abuse. In fact, you were involved in founding a network, a rape and incest
Yes.
help network.
Yes, RAIN has been in existence since 1994, and I think it's done wondrous things. There are professionals there that deal with many different situations and help with counseling and even advice, legal advice. So it's been in operation for a long time now.
Quite an unusual thing for somebody in the music business to do. Did it seem difficult to square being in this business, which, let's face it, you know, objectifies women's sexuality? If you switch on MTV, you see it every single day. To square being in the business with doing what you were doing outside of the business.
The music business, you're right, predominantly is run by men, and there's some that are supportive of women being powerful within the industry, and then there's some that are very threatened by a woman producing herself, having her own publishing company, being independent. Some of them are very threatened by that.
And in terms of, you know, the anger you were feeling and expressing, were you and are you angry with the way women are portrayed, you know, in entertainment and the music business?
Well, I think the anger is always now focused on specific issues. The slave trade for women, which is so incredibly out of hand, how many women are involved in that. And that's not their choice. That's something that they don't choose. What's difficult is when you have women who are choosing to be involved in abusive relationships within the industry. Then there are women that sign over their control and their power in certain contracts. They sign that over and don't realize sometimes what they're signing over. So they're different categories.
Because your own manager wrote not so long ago that for 22 years, when you were with a major label, you'd, to use his word, been shackled to the label. You've now signed a very different deal with a different label, and you appear to have much greater freedom.